If you're looking at the program, you may see Jason Gislason, who's Chief Digital Officer at Chevron Phillips. Jason fell sick, so he's not here today. He has said he's going to be here next year, so I'm hoping everybody is going to join us next year. I'll go through this quickly, but just again, some of the work that we have done in and around innovation in the chemical industry. We do a lot of work around the innovation, R&D, and technology function. That's the only functional related consulting work that we do. Most of the other consulting work that we do is market, technology, cost and economics focused. But because innovation has such a key role both in the energy and chemical industries, we get a lot of requests and inquiries around consulting work in this space. So that's what some of this research is showing, right? So if you take the broader chemical industry and you look at total shareholder returns over the last 5 years for, let's say, 150 chemical companies, and you say, you segment those companies based on what is the predominant driver of the business model, whether it is innovation and R&D based, or whether it is focused on particular markets, or it is driven by specific assets and manufacturing capabilities, or it's a mix of more than one of those business models. What you'll find is that innovation and R&D based business models consistently outperform companies that are based on other business models. And so, if you take a look at companies like, companies that are active, for example, through new innovation, new products in catalysis, enzymes, specialty polymers, these companies will consistently deliver higher total shareholder returns relative. So, this just kind of emphasizes and reinforces the point about how important innovation, new technology development is to this space. One of the so the multiple factors that drive innovation, and regulatory pressure is definitely one of it, and we are seeing a lot of regulatory pressure pick up on the industry. We just finished a piece of work for one of the largest chemical companies in Asia that came to us and said, we want to understand what chemicals are going to be regulated over the next 10 years by REACH in Europe. So we did a very detailed assessment of understanding how chemicals get regulated. We went to talk to a bunch of stakeholders who are active in this space and built a list of chemicals and families of chemicals that are likely to get regulated here by EU over the next 10-15 years. And once we identified them, we profiled what are alternatives, what are substitutes, what do they cost, and how can this company kind of prepare for that kind of a regulatory onslaught. Innovation plays a very critical role, right? I mean, this is underappreciated, but the role of innovation to deliver sustainability improvements and meet regulatory pressures is far higher than probably changes with the business model or things like that. I started my career in the late 90s when the EPA had just proposed rules to reduce sulfur in diesel from 500 to 15 ppm. And all the trade associations were issuing press releases and studies saying that diesel is going to cost $1.25 more because of these rules and regulations. Within 10 years, the industry moved to 10 to 15 ppm sulfur, and the incremental impact in terms of cost was less than a cent. A lot of that was because of new catalysts that the catalyst companies came up with.